What's this class trial that Monokuma mentioned? Can Makoto sweep away the cloud of suspicion surrounding him, even with a dead body laying in his bathroom? And what about the Blackened, who's actually responsible for Sayaka's death? Greetings everybody, Okami Games Online. Welcome back to more Danganronpa. In the last episode, we finished up with our investigation. And in this episode, it's class trial time. Now before we jump into the class trial, let's go over what we can do in our pre-trial prep. You can open the handbook, which the main thing this is useful for is saving if you haven't yet. You can also review your truth bullets. You can review all of your evidence, try to get an idea of what might have happened. You can also set skills. We don't have any yet, but that will be useful for later. We could actually theoretically have some right now, but I did not get any because of my whole... I have a plan as to how we're going to do this. But looks like we're as prepared as we're going to be. Before we go in, though, I'm going to say this right now. During the trial, there's not going to be like an outro or an intro or anything like that. Like, I'm not going to say my usual greetings, everybody will come to Games Online, or like next time on Danganronpa. I'm not going to be saying that during the class trial because I'm going to be recording this in one session, just cutting it in the middle of the session. So, with all that said, here we go. Class trial number 1 for the death of Sayaka Maizono.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then, everyone close your eyes, and whoever did it, raise your hand!
I don't think it's gonna be that simple, Taka.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
See, Mondo gets it.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Uh-huh. I'm sure that's the reason, Monokuma.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
That is true. Wouldn't you make a courtroom that would have 15 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
I guess I'll take your word for it for now.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Here we go! It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. I don't need the help, but let's humor him. As things progress during each class trial, you'll engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another, without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the triangle button. You can also tap whichever line you want to shoot. Pay close attention to each character's statements, and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck, and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Huh? There's something odd about that last statement. It definitely contradicts what I already know. This first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the circle button. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one
So
who
we
was
hold down
murdered...
circle
We know that the murder took place in the bathroom.
to scroll through
The killer
this.
must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even
We
have a
do
chance
have
to
evidence of a
resist.
struggle, so this is clearly wrong.
No, that's wrong. Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
The knife.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Well, obviously it's the knife.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Hold on. I feel like what I just heard is different from what I already know.
So what was used
To kill her. There was some kind of sharp, without a doubt. That's so the
Killer used some random knife.
No,
I don't think it was just some random knife, based on what we know. It's probably the one that came from the kitchen.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Let's hear about this. You can concentrate by holding down the R button, something I am not going to be doing in this trial. And that will become evident why in due time, but it's something to keep in mind if you're playing along. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it will steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck, and have fun.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes, and it's been decided. We've reached the end.
I didn't take the kitchen knife, but no matter how many times I repeat myself, you won't believe me. If only there were proof.
So I guess there's no question
The kitchen knife, where does that get me?
Makoto must have taken it from that he did it in secret.
No, it's wrong.
We have a pretty accurate timestamp as to when the knife was taken.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
So that means we couldn't have been the one to take the knife.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So there's no point to two people working together then. Meaning there
So
probably
in
isn't.
other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Exactly, so no two people would work together.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops, did I say that out loud?
Well, at least that's been confirmed right now. Whoever the killer is worked alone.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
So if it wasn't either of them who took the knife, unless they saw somebody during that time, then nobody could have taken the knife.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, it doesn't.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Exactly.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Big mistake, Taka.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Classy, Taka. Classy.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... In that case, it couldn't have been Hina because of their alibi, and even if she did take the knife, there's no way that it could have gotten to Makoto's room. Monokuma already said he would not interfere, so that means it had to be Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Apparently, even despite all of that, everyone is still convinced that we're the killer. I guess I can't blame them, considering the victim turned up in our room. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.